Good day po mga kaibigan. Ako po si Boy Jimenez ng Drive Shop Automotive. Welcome po sa aking channel. So today po meron po tayong papalitan na alternator ng 2009 Toyota Highlander. So papakita ko po sa inyo ang location ng alternator ng Highlander. Ito po ay nakailaw na naman yung battery ng battery light. Ayan po yung alternator na sa ilalim po. Ito. Yan. So medyo pahirapan naman tayo dito. Napakasikip ng location nya. So marami po tayong tatanggalin dito. So antabay lang kayo at ipapakita ko sa inyo step by step. Okay po? First thing to do is to remove the battery negative terminal. This is to prevent from short circuit and also for the airbag to deploy because there's a lot of sensors on the front. Always do this as a practice every time you do something on the engine side. Then remove this engine top cover and then the upper radiator plastic cover. Just push the pin and it will easily remove. Next, we will remove the number 10 bolt of the intake hose. There's 2 bolts on it. And then you can remove it. Remove the bracket of the AC pipe. Suspend the lower intake hose with the bungee cord. And then we will remove these wiring clips for the wiring harness. There's another one here. There's 2 on the bottom. And then another one on this side. And then we will remove this connector of the radiator fan module. Then we will remove this radiator clamp. So using special tools to remove the wire clip, slowly pull out the wiring harness. And then there's a clip also on the bottom. And after that you can remove the connector. Just press the lock and pull. And then put something underneath just to catch the coolant. Next is to remove the radiator hose, the upper radiator hose. Remove the 3 bolts that holding the radiator fan bracket or the housing. There's another one here and another one on the other side. There's 3 bolts on it. This one. You can use 10mm socket to remove the bolts. And also we will remove the coolant reservoir. And after that you can remove the radiator fan housing assembly. And now you can see you have a lot of rooms to remove the alternator. There's 3 bolts you need to remove to this alternator. You need to remove the terminal 30 wire cable and also this wiring connector of the alternator. And you can use number 10mm socket to remove that wire cable, the terminal 30. This is the reason why we remove the battery negative terminal, just to prevent short circuit. Then remove this number 10 bolt that holding the wiring harness using number 10mm socket. And then remove the radiator clamp using plier. And then pull out the radiator hose. Do this only when the engine is cold to prevent injuries. Then remove the upper bolt of the alternator. This is number 14mm bolt. And there is another bolt on the bottom. I will show you. It is hard to see on the camera. That's one. And there's another bolt on the bottom part of the alternator near the oil dipstick. Using 14mm socket, you can remove this bolt together with the bracket. Make sure you don't mix the bolt because they have different sizes of bolts using for this alternator. And now the alternator is ready to remove. Then we will install the new alternator. The same procedure sequence the way you remove the old alternator and to install the new alternator. And after you install everything on the alternator, the wiring harness, the connector, we can put it back the radiator fan housing assembly. So when putting back everything, the same sequence you will follow. The way you remove before is the same sequence you will do when you're putting it back. Now you can put back the new serpentine belt. I always recommend to change the serpentine belt to a new one. And you can follow the illustration to install the new belt. And after that, you can put the coolant and bleed the cooling system. So if you are new one to my channel, please subscribe and like my videos. Thank you so much and have a blessed day. And then you will install the serpentine belt. It's better to change the serpentine belt with the new one. So you will follow this illustration to install the serpentine belt. And after that, you can put the coolant and bleed the system. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and like my videos. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.